have as many people at the party or collect those outside orders for the party or anything like that. I use the tic-tac-toe form. The very first thing in the center of the tic-tac-toe is hold the party on the original scheduled date above. And then the next one, I have a little sheet of paper in here getting them ready to decide who they want to invite to their party. If they give me this sheet of paper, it's 10 names before the party, before they leave the party, so it gets them thinking who they want to invite to their party. Okay?
That's good.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Gets them started. And if they give me that sheet before they leave the party, they get that square right there. The next one is if they mail or email me their guest list within 2 days. I do all my party invitations, and I insist on the guest list. Because if the guest list isn't going out, or if the invitations aren't going out, no one knows there's a party. Okay, so that within the first 2 days they have tic-tac-toe, and this tic-tac-toe represents one free piece of Tupperware from me. Okay, the next one is have 5 people in attendance at the party that I've never met before. I want to meet people that I have not met before because they're going to be my next party. Okay, so have 5. If they get that square, check it off. The next one, have 10 adult guests in the party. More people, more adult, or more party sales. So check that one off. Get another piece of Tupperware from me. Not a problem. I don't need to be holding on to the Tupperware. Okay. The next one is have a dating and waiting. So that means I'm going to have a future sale. If they have a friend who comes to the party that wants to host a party, they get that square right there. That's another free piece of Tupperware for them. The next one, personally invite their guests. If they personally invite their guests, they get that one checked off. Another free piece of Tupperware right there. The next one, have a party sales of $1,000 more, or have $300 in outside orders before I come to the party. That's $300 I didn't have to work for. Okay. All right. So if they do that, they get that. That's another tic-tac-toe. All right. And then the next one is this one over here. Set a time to hear the Tupperware opportunity. So I can, if they come to one of my unit meetings or a rally or something like that, or they just set up a time to hear the Tupperware opportunity, I might get a recruit out of that. So on here, there's 9 ways that they can earn free Tupperware. That's free Tupperware that they can have. I have this last square down here. This one is all by itself. It says have all your outside orders ready to close the party the day of your party, and you get a free piece of Tupperware that way too. Because I don't want to wait 3 days to close a party. I don't want to wait for checks in the mail or anything like that. So this has been helping me a lot. Okay?
All right. I like that.
All right, and then in my host packets, I also give them order forms. I make my own. You can use the ones Tupperware gives you, not a problem. I also give them a handy-dandy little calculation sheet. It calculates the shipping and handling for them, so they don't have any guesswork, and I'm not off by dollars or pennies or whatever. They don't have to worry about figuring out shipping or handling or anything like that. It's all listed right on here, so that's an easy tool for you to use. Okay, call them the next day after you date your party. Call them the next day. Thank you so much. I have your party dated for this date in my calendar. Please, if you have any questions, just give me a call. Call them if you haven't gotten a guest list. Always be in contact with your host. That way they know you are serious about your business and you want them to host their party. Call 2 days before the party just to know that you are still thinking about them. Get questions, ask questions. Ask them if they have questions, or get a head count or directions to their house. Even if you have GPS. GPS might be wrong. I've gone to a middle of a field before. So call and just ask if something might trigger a question that they might have. Mail invitations for your host. Okay, that's a really, really good thing. When you do mail the invitations, in my invitation, I have this looks like a greeting card or something like that, so they're going to get it. I always put the host name in the top corner. So if it comes back to them, it comes back to the host and not me. And the host can say, oh, I have your invitation, Lisa. You didn't get it, but I did want you invited. I send the flyer so they can have something to look at. I send the invitation, and on the back of my invitation, I have 2 order forms so they can bring orders for their host, so that's more sales that they can get for the party. So it's higher sales right there. Okay, send 4 or 5 extras to the host when you're done with that. That will get them. It's for anybody who they didn't have addresses for or anything like that. When I do send the invitations out, I usually take about half of them and put a big You're a Winner sticker on there. Okay, and then I'll send a letter to the hostess right before when I send out all the invitations. I'll send a letter to the hostess saying I've selected 5 people off your guest list that has a You're a Winner sticker. And if you tell me who those 5 people are, I'm going to give you another free piece of Tupperware. So that makes them call every single one of them and go, hey, did you get the sticker? Hey, did you get the sticker? That's where the personally invite comes in. So
wow, you're good.
All right, no evites. Evites don't work. Basically, they can get lost in spam, junk folders, whatever. Some people don't go on Facebook every day, so they might never see the invitation or anything like that. The best thing is to mail out your invitations. When I'm at the party, I sell in sets, S-E-T-S, sets. Okay, I only bring, I've been in Tupperware for 6 years. I've only brought 3 products to a party. 3 main product lines is the Fritz Smart, Vent and Serves, and Modular Mains. I do it over and over and over again. Never changed. It's great. Don't have to worry about anything spoiling. It's awesome. So if I don't bring any of the bowls or the quick shake or anything, if I need to show somebody how to open and close a bowl, they're at the wrong party. So, so I don't take anything but those 3 sets. And then the next thing would be using the shopping order form. I used to use the little order forms when I first started. Oh, they were cheaper at the time. They're not. They're the same price now. When I switched over to the shopping order form, I had 5 $1,000 parties in a row. It was awesome. And you have to know how to use it correctly. So when you're showing your Vet and Serve, you have to tell them what number to circle on here. Okay? So I'm sorry, Fritz Smarts, or any of them actually. So you say you're done with your Fritz Smarts. If you like this item, circle item number 410 on your wish list. It doesn't mean you're going to buy it at the end of the party. Just circle a checker marker. It doesn't mean you're going to buy it. It just means you don't have to look for it at the end of the party. When they're at the end of the party, they've circled everything they want, and they don't even have to really look at the catalog. They've already got it all on there. So they come to you and like, oh, look, I've already done it all. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Good for you. All right. The next thing is getting the party, because you want to start this whole process all over again. So you have some sort of a party game or something. We do the smidget game, and if you want, I'll show you. Do you want me to show you?
Yes.
Okay. We do the smidget game in ours, and I have all these little keychains. Okay, all these keychains. They're great for anything like your aspirin or your coins in your purse, things like that. All of these open. You kind of go over it. This one's awesome for coins, things like that. This one will hold about half a shot, you know, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Then you go to your smidget, really cool smidget. If you like the expensive perfume but you don't want to pay for it, go ahead and take the smidget to your tester counter, spritz, put a cotton ball in it, take it to your tester counter, spritz down the tester. Got great perfume for about 90 days. Fabulous. I don't actually do that. I do that when I travel, so I don't have to get it confiscated at the airport. It's good for your pills or things like that in your purse. Explain everything. If you have an emergency, a whole shopping bag does fit in there. So anyway, you show them all that stuff. Okay, and then you hand out your container and say, take one of these, just don't open it. Take one that you might want to keep, just don't open it. So everybody takes one. Okay, and I say, okay, this is the way I do my game. Okay, you don't have to play, nobody's obligated to play, but if you want to, you can. It's 50-50 shot, yes or no. I'll tell you the rules right now. In each one of these containers, there's a piece of paper. One says, congratulations, keep your gadget and try again. The second one says, congratulations, keep your gadget, get 2 pieces of Tupperware out of my bag, it's a huge bag, and meet for a Tupperware party, yay! So, if the worst thing in the world for you is to ever host a Tupperware party, please don't play my game. But if you can see yourself earning between $75 and $200 in free Tupperware, by all means, open your container and see what your paper says. And I pick out somebody and said, would you like to play my game? And she looks at me with blank stare, typically. And I say, okay, you're going to hold on to that for a second, and I go to the next person right away. So you just kind of keep it going like that. Any questions so far? All right, good. Good. All right, and the last thing, that's another way to get your parties and start the whole process over again. That's pretty much all I got.
Wow.